Greetings and hello there, everyone. It is I, your beloved Star Wars Dad. Raid! Shadow Legends Dad, NOOCH2GUD. It's good to see everybody today. How's it going? How's it going? Yes, we're playing Raid Shadow Legends. I might be interrupting my son in the other room. If you can hear me right now. He's got things going on. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Let's see here. We are on our free-to-play account today, and I'm just pushing through this here and waiting for the right legendary to pursue. That's everything that's going on right now. That's everything that's going on right now. Where are we? Gonna get this. Gonna keep getting our last summer night's gift. Well, I'll take the legendary skill tome. I'll take it. Ooh, and I get a very nice ancient shard. For those asking questions, hey, check the go to my Discord, go to the FAQ. There's a lot of stuff in Galaxy Heroes in there, how to get reviews, etc. But you can join a different stream and we can discuss that stuff. Right now we are playing Raid Shadow Legends. They are sponsoring the channel. Big thanks to Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, let's see here. Is that gonna work? Should work. Yep. Marvel Strike Force is going fine. Everything's going fine. All the games are going fine. I have a question. For those who have played this game before, I'm really curious. Where was it? There was news. Well, where was it? There was a news piece, maybe on the... Let me jump into the site here. Where was it? It said something like crazy things are happening and whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding that. So yeah, we're just on our account. I'm gonna go use that. Well, I might save it. I'm gonna save that legendary tome. Let me see if I've got a place to apply it right now. I probably do. I've got Tholin fully upgraded across the board. I do not have Lemonici updated at all for skills. I'm still going to save that legendary tome. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. I am waiting for that. So anyway, what we're in the process of doing right now is just saving up all of our stuff for whatever that next legendary event might be, or whatever the legendary event that I'm going to be going for will be. And that's kind of what this game is about, is just hoard, and then dump it on everything. And that's what I'm in the process of trying to do for my first time. And so in the process of doing that, it's a little weird. I'm not going to buy any of that stuff, or I don't want to buy any of that stuff. It's odd to me that I just save up all this energy, but everything that I can see about the game just says save up all this energy and don't spend it until you're ready to spend it. So, different setup from any other game I've ever played, for sure. Absolutely for sure. Do this. And if you guys are looking to try out Raid Shadow Legends, use my QR code that's above me or to the right of me. Download the game there, use the link in the description, etc., etc., everybody. So Raid Shadow Legends is it's a gacha game set in a fantasy world. It was kind of why when Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth came out, I kind of knew it was doomed from almost the start. Because they were making up Lord of the Rings characters that nobody had ever heard of before. And it was pretty clear, it's like, if you want to play a fantasy game in the fantasy world with characters you never heard of, just go play Raid Shadow Legends. It already exists. Anyway. So, part of the difference for me from games like Galaxy Heroes and Marvel Strike Force is you're not picking your farming path at all. And yeah, Marvel Strike Force has a pretty solid gacha element to it, but this is annoying. I need this person to lose their buffs. That's not helping. All the way back to full health. I may not get through this here. Continuous heal, reflect damage, and shield. Well, the continuous heal is gone, isn't it? So we need that gone, but I can't even get through. The shield is... So if they reflect damage in this game, does that mean they don't take the damage? I'm not getting through this. Maybe Tholin can stack up enough offense to get through there. That's kind of a Ubermensch champion over there. Reminds you of DBZ, Dock and Battle, then there's free-to-play, free-to-play, Switch plays free-to-play. But we're doing both. I've got a free-to-play account, and I've got an account that I'm not being stingy on, and I'm not like spending $1,000 a month or anything, but I have an account that I'm willing to spend on to make things happen. So, but this account is actually a better account right now for me because I've only got one team on both accounts, and Tholin's a better champ than Wukong is in this game for me, and that may just be an early game experience for everything I'm hearing. But Tholin Foulbeard for me has been really, really good at just carrying me throughout. I'm not getting through this. I can't get through this champ. It just feels like there should be a turning point here. Okay, that's going to stack offense for me, but every time that heal comes up, that continuous heal, I need to look up that champ and see what's going on. It's like every time I hit them, instead of losing health, they're gaining health. I don't know, man. Like, there's just nothing going on. Need a block buffs guy. Okay, good call. That's a good call. My problem is Jason Lucas, and that's a really good point. My problem is Jason Lucas. I just don't have a lot of roster diversity at this point. You started raid about 40s after me, and it found exactly the same fallacies you found. You found your bit about beginner mistakes and the same things. Boy, it's great to see you're always trying to inform noobs. Like, yeah, that's kind of where I come at. You know, that's kind of my frame of reference on my channel. I'm getting out of this. So let's see. I mean, I can look at my champs here. I don't know if I have Bambus. That's an epic champ too. Who is that? That's crazy. I mean, why do I only have... That's weird. Why is everything out of order here? Sort by faction? No. Okay, I was like, where's my... Does Bambus do that? Let's see. I don't think Bambus blocks buffs. No. Ugo might, but my Ugo's not very good. But neither is that champ if they block buffs. So let's put Ugo in there and see if we can make that happen. Let's do that. Didn't land it. I mean, if you don't land it, it's not gonna matter. I don't even really have any remove buff champs, which would be nice too. If Ugo doesn't land it this the second time, still not landing, so we're not gonna be able to land anything here. Although I am increasing my offense though with Ugo. Ugo does give me an offense up here. Which doesn't seem to be making any difference at all. On docking, you literally can't upgrade or get characters really without spending. Well, it does seem to me that in Raid, if you hoard for 3 or 4 months on a free-to-play account, you can participate in the legendary event that comes up at that time. And that's what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, I do like Bambus. I like the buffs that Bambus offers my team. So I've got a lot of different options. Well, I don't have a lot of different. I have a few different options on my team. But right now, I've got to have High Katoon in there for the speed. She's my only speed lead type character. I got to have Tholin in there. Tholin is my damage dealer. I mean, maybe I can take Tagor out because Tagor right now is my reviver and buffer, and maybe I replace that with Bambus. I don't know. But I'm not going to get a lot of heal. I mean, Ugo's problem is Ugo's revive is only... The only time Ugo revives is if Ugo's the only one left standing. If there's anybody else that's still on the team, Ugo's not reviving anybody. And golly, she's just teeing off on Tholin right now. And I'm not landing any of my debuffs out there. So this isn't gonna work. Even if I do have offense up, which I do. We're not getting through that. So we're just gonna skip this one. We're just gonna skip that one. So, and it should also be noted, I'm saving all of my upgrades. I'm just sitting on all of my upgrades until I get to that legendary event. I'm not upgrading anything, and I'm literally sitting on everything until I get to that next legendary event that I want to do. Yeah, damage or buff blocks. I just don't have that. And that's part of the thing with this too is I'm 4 months into this game, and there are so many characters I have no idea what they're doing. So that's kind of... Let's go try some live arena out here for a minute while I wait for that to reload. So yeah, the team I've really been using for almost everything is High Katoon, Tholin, well, Kale is my 5th, Tagor, and Lemonisi, since she was a free legendary, and I got her at, whatever, 4 or 5 red star. Oh my god. This guy's level 68? Seriously? Seriously? Well, this is not going to go well, probably. And they're the only champs that I have at level 60, too, so I'm a little bit limited. Those are my only 2 champs I've got at level 60. Everybody else is level 50, and again, the way this free-to-play account is going to work is it's just going to take a big leap forward every 3 or 4 months when I go for a legendary. Other than those legendary journeys, I'm just not going to be leaping forward. I'm just going to be hoarding and hoarding and hoarding, which is interesting to me, the way the game's going to work with that too, you know? Alright, who are we going to ban over here? We're probably going to ban the speed leader. And they banned my Lemon Easy. That's good for me. There we go. And I think I should have a pretty good shot here. I probably should check my advanced stuff to see if I'm gonna do this. A lot of times I'll stack first. I need to go check my, what are we, advanced dailies or whatever, to see if I've got live arena in there, because if I don't, I need to flip it out so I get live arena. I was definitely dead. That was never gonna happen. I think I'm probably dead here. I get it. You're dead, LOL. If you get her a speed lead, it might help. Yeah, they give you High Katoon when you at the 30-day mark. You get High Katoon. So I'm not saying by any means. This person is AFK, by the way. I'm not saying by any means that High Katoon is my best option for a speed champ long term. Do this. Okay, then you're dead. I wanted to lightning there, but I didn't. My other part of my problem is I don't know who does what. Like, if one of these guys is gonna revive, I have no idea they're gonna. Doesn't look like they're gonna be reviving anybody, but that was a lot of damage I just took there. And I lost my cooldowns. 4 poisons on there now. Tholin's dead. I gotta I can't revive. I'm locked. Those 4 poisons if I do it. Nope, not quite. Nope. I got it. We might get this. We might get this. Okay. That's gonna hurt. Didn't hurt that much. Wow. That is a beefy boy over there. Can't land any poison. 1,000,000% tenacity over there. Or resistance. And one more shot. One more shot. I'm gonna go ahead and pump turn meter still. That'll get us back up ahead. And you're dead. Nope, not quite. Now we'll do it. That'll do it. Nice. Nice. Get her done. Let's go check our advanced dailies here. Yeah, I don't see live arena, but we'll do it anyway. All right, let's do this stuff. Let's get this stuff down here. Okay, that's done. Let's get down here, upgrade a piece to level 4, because whatever. Okay, there's that. What do we got here? Class reading 5 times, purchase an item at market. Okay, didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't because it's kind of crap items. Let's see if I can do it. It has to be at the market. No, I've already done all this stuff. Does that count? I don't think that counts. I'm saving up all these in case there's an event for a legendary that I need to do these on, so I'm gonna I don't want to refresh that. I'll get that item at market later. I don't want to spend even 5 gems on that. What's going on here? I don't think I did. I might have a classic arena one. It's kind of busy all day yesterday. I didn't play a lot of arena yesterday. Yeah, I did not play a lot of arena yesterday. I probably need to dial in and get that energy at least. What was my thing here? Classic arena, 50 energy, campaign battle 7 times. Are you ready to do arena again? 20 seconds. We'll refresh it here in 20 seconds. If you run Tagor, Ugo, Panda, and Tholin, that seems like a pretty defensive setup if you ask me. But that's not a bad idea, North Mountain. My problem is that all those guys are level 50 except for Tagor, but I kind of like that. Yeah, we're still playing Marvel Strike 4 Star 2-2. I haven't streamed it a lot just because of bandwidth, honestly. I just haven't had any real time. I feel like I can beat this team. Let's run this out and get that in there. Yeah, that looks beatable to me. We'll see. As long as I go first with Tagor, I always feel like I got a good chance here. And then Lemnisi's throwing out the debuffs. Then Tholin's just crushing him. Then we gain some turn meter. Then we just got to survive around here from them. And then Lemnisi, yes. And I don't even, like I mentioned earlier, I don't even have Lemnisi's abilities upgraded at all. I've got one legendary tome that I got today. Legendary tome. I'm short on legendary tomes. They're really difficult to get. So, anyway, I just find it fascinating the amount of hoarding and kind of, what's the right word? Free to play. The amount of stalling that I'm doing. I think I can beat that team too. The amount of stalling that I'm doing free to play just to wait for that legendary that I really want to go in on, you know? Arena and Tag teams seems to have a bunch of objective radius and observation. Yeah, that's generally true. That's generally true. I mean, Arena is always 5 times in Arena every day, period. So you just automatically do that. Tag team is about a 60% chance it'll be in there. And I'm playing as much arena as I can. I might be able to do this depending on how fast they are. I'm playing as much arena as I can to try and upgrade my affinities in the tower, whatever the tower is called. I can't remember what it's called. My affinity upgrades. Because I gotta do that for the Arbiter missions. That's a fully red Alice over there. That's a problem. But we get... Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Those bombs are bad. The sound went away. Okay. Tholin's dead. That's bad. I gotta revive him. Oh no, Taggers, we're dead. We're dead. There'll be no revive. And I'm poisoned. And she's not killing any. Oh! If you could survive. Nope. I really need to upgrade her abilities, but I'm holding off on that. This looks doable as well. We'll try this one too. This looks pretty positive here. One more AoE from Tholin if he can stay alive, okay. Yeah, but Wukong is just gonna come back anyway. Okay, and they always target Wukong, which is just a mistake. Oh boy, now we're dead. Alright, I'm getting out of there. I'm getting out of there. The version of GAC in Raid is gonna be live arena, which we'll get back in there and play again in a minute. And it runs like, what, 4 times a day or something? Let's see what we got down here. Well, I gotta do campaign nodes, so let's go ahead and do it. So yeah, there's live arena in Raid, which is your grand arena. Not exactly the same, but it's more like a Summoner's War thing where you're building up teams and you eliminate one of their characters along the way. You pick one, they pick 2, you pick 2, you pick 2, etc. Then you each get to eliminate one of the characters that are picked. But there's no like, oh, I should have subbed it. Building off that, there's no like live arena where you do use your whole roster, right? Where you use your whole roster. That's not out there. Yep, it's all about speed. That's why I've got my characters as much speed as possible on them, so as much speed as possible. Built out on my team, for sure. But I'm waiting. I could definitely upgrade my gear, but I'm just waiting and waiting. It is the level of patience required to play this game free to play. I've got that level of patience, but it eats at you sometimes. Like, I want to go upgrade this stuff, but if I do, then I won't be able to do it when it comes around and I'm trying to get legendary pieces, you know, what do we call them? Legendary shards? I'm not sure what they're called. So I'm just sitting on every single upgrade right now. I'm not touching any of it. Including, like, upgrading my relics. I mean, I could upgrade my relics too, and I'm sitting on that. I'm not even sure if I should be upgrading my relics, though. And it's something I need to really do a little bit of homework on. I gotta do this a couple more times, though, for my 7 times. Oh, I did it. Okay. Oh, those count for 2 each. I actually never noticed that. All right, now down here, let's go to Demon Lord here. That's all I got yesterday? That was bad. Let's see if we can finish this off. That should finish it off, right? Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna go into Brutal now. And I gotta get this to at least 5.4 million. Now, the thing that's most interesting about raid to me, and I do actually enjoy this part of it, is when you're grinding stuff, you're autoing almost all of it, and there's no sim. You know, you can't sim. Well, you saw me just sim that early raid battle, which I get that. But until my guild has been killing this for a while, they're not going to be, or killing, I'm on brutal, and I can't remember, hard, and then easy, and there's one more level that I can't remember. So I can't sim this. This is the only place there's sims is in the raids. For the name of the game. The waiting game is really getting your build my roster nerve. Yeah, it's difficult. And as I mentioned, I'm running my free-to-play account here, but I'm also got an account that I haven't done a lot of paying on it, but there is paying on my other account for sure. So when we do get to the legendary point where I find a legendary I want to invest in, we're going to be going for it twice. We'll be going for it on both accounts. There was a piece of news. Let me see if I can find it here. No. That's not useful. Let me see here. I got the... There we go. This is what I'm looking for. I still don't see it. There was something that I saw somewhere on a Plarium page or a news page. Maybe it was old. I didn't feel like it was old, but it said something is stirring in Plarium or whatever. I didn't know if that was like a normal thing they did all the time, or if that was something I just didn't know. But I'm not finding it now, so it doesn't matter. I look in the news and game, and I'm just not finding it. We'll go do some more live arena after this. I literally think, though, if you've got some cash to burn, like, you know, you could play this game, you could grind this game 12 to 15 hours a day. Which I don't think is true of Galaxy of Heroes or Marvel Strike Force. But if you really want to sit down and play a game, Raid would be it. You could grind, we're beyond our minimum. By the way, that guy needs to go see a doctor. I mean, there's a hernia over there. His guts are like, there's like a mouth on his guts. That's not good. It's not a good look. I mean, at least one hernia. I guess he's just completely herniated in general. Like it's a slew of hernias. There's one coming out of the stomach mouth, pretty big, in a big way, and then there's one coming out the bottom there, bottom right corner over there, that side. You feel you can have this game going all day? Yeah, right. So I'll be sitting there doing other stuff, and you can just run background battles. The background battles are cool, and I think I'll really enjoy those more when I have more functional teams. Like right now, when I auto run background battles, I can't do anything else because I've only got one team doing everything. You know. It's on the Facebook page. I'm not jumping into Facebook here. I don't like going to Facebook. It was, I hear you, Cleo. It was somewhere else too, though, but let me see if I can look again here. I didn't see it on Facebook. I know that. No. I don't know why I can't find it. But is that normal? Is it normal that when they got an event coming up? I mean, there's always events coming up. But they always like stirring the pot with something is stirring and blah 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 blah. I don't know. We're doing some pretty darn good damage here on Brutal. I actually like my... So I said I've only got one team on both accounts. I like my one team on my free-to-play better than my pay-to-play. And that's because I started the pay-to-play first, and then once I understood the game after a couple months, I started the free-to-play account. So that's why I built a better team here than I did on my other account. I just don't like Wukong all that much. Sensuno, what's up? Yeah, this guy... a plethora of hernias. I'm gonna get a pretty good reward tier here on Brutal. Ooh, I'm gonna go check something for the Arbiter. No, I'm stuck on Arbiter. I was thinking of my other account. Get in there. Come on, Tholin. Yeah, keep pushing, keep pushing. There you go. I lied. Okay. Alright. So 13 million, which puts me right in there. If I can do that one more time, we'll get up to the Grandmaster chest, so that'll be good for me. Warning, Galaxy Heroes maintenance. You've hit the dreaded Bronzium wiring wall. Congratulations. Alright, we're gonna have to do faction wars. Let's see what we got going on today. Let's go see if I have to do the faction boss or whatever. Okay, Crypt Keys, Faction Wars, 3 artifacts, Tag Team, right? Silver Keys, Doom Tower, 3 glyphs, Class Grenade team with a single affinity. We can go do that. Let's go take care of that. We'll just grab one of these. 23 seconds. We'll wait 23 seconds and come back and see if we can do that. Well, while we're here, we gotta do Tag Team. Blue, green, blue. Red, blue, that's what I want. Okay. You didn't want to go for the dog and Packmaster, might as well go for another fusion event at this point. Well, so the dog, my understanding from doing research on the dog, first of all, I don't think my free-to-play account here was ready for that legendary event. It wasn't quite ready. Second of all, my understanding from the dog was that he goes along, he's kind of a twofer. Like, you got to get the other orc, is it Packmaster that he goes with? And I didn't see a way to get Packmaster unless I missed it. Which is possible. I am by no means perfect right now. I'm still learning a lot of things. We can do this. Yeah, I've got my full team of 60s. Now what I need is when we pick our legendary event, which I'm hoping is soon. When we pick our legendary event, then we start upgrading the roster and we really take the roster forward by leaps and bounds. That's the next goal. But for me, it's difficult. Like as I'm starting, when you're starting to cover a game like Raid and also Marvel Strike Force. The challenge is like learning how the game works and understanding what my voice can be in that game, you know? So that's something I'm still working on. And learning what my voice is going to be in this game. I do think that generally speaking with me, my voice tends to be that new beginner. I really like that. I really like focusing on the early game and new players and what they're doing. So, and by the way, download Raid Shadow Legends using my QR code above, my QR code over there actually, and or the link in the chat that I just dropped. Okay, so get back in here. We need to run a team with from one affinity. We can do this here. Let's run it all red. That should work. Again, taking no damage. I mean, I'll get credit for this anyway, but I'd rather wipe it out. I've even got offense up and they're taking no damage. Shield is no joke in this game, dude. It is no joke. Let's try this one out. Yeah, early mistakes, farm these. So then the challenge, North Mountain, once you find your voice with that, the challenge becomes where's your unique voice with that, right? Because I guarantee all that content exists on Raid Shadow Legends, right? That content is probably filthy in Raid Shadow Legends. It's been around for a while. I will say that in Galaxy Heroes it did not. The game was not filthy with that kind of content. So Trirun tried it a couple times, hadn't learned too much. Yeah, don't worry about it, Trirun. I get it. 100%, man. It's all about if you're anything like me. Wow, we're not gonna win this. If you're anything like me, trying new games is all about the bandwidth you have. And then I've got a little more motivation because I've got sponsorships, not from Marvel Strike Force. That's just something I'm keeping. I feel like I can beat this too. Come on, guys. Nope. Nope. They're, oh, what's that one called? It's, Why do I get this? Hang on. No, we're not gonna get this. Wow. Well, maybe. Now, Alice is the problem. Nope, we're dead. Arena's not going well this morning. This arena's going fine. Hey, Flips. You already games you see me play, I seem to be voice closer to the regular. That is my voice. Thank you, Sensuna. That is my voice. 100%. The regular player. The regular player who's taking the game seriously. That is 100% me, and you nailed it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you on that one. Thank you. Yes, I'm the regular Joe playing these games. I'm not gonna look through kits and find that one little tweak, and that's a struggle for me. But I'm the regular guy finding the most efficient way to play my way through these games. There it is. That's it. That's actually a big revelation. I've never thought of it in those terms, Sensuna. I'm the regular guy, I'm the regular dad. I'm your dad, who's a regular Joe, playing through games, taking the game seriously, trying to perform at a high level, but not like the super duper expert, not like the breaking down each kit bit by bit by bit for every single character, because it just takes me too long to learn because I'm too slow. I'm not, what's the right way to put it? I'm not an analytical combat thinker. I think I can say that for myself. I do like analyzing the build. I like analyzing the build and how to play the game. How to farm the game. That's where I am. No, Zareth. I think I get it. Yeah, I get it. Well, Arnold's a little bit different too. I will say this. I think that if I was testing out every new character at the at the cadence that Arnold is doing, then I probably could be that. Because then you're learning. Like if I spend four hours, you know, paying $500 to unlock a character and max them out on day one, which I can't do because I just don't have the resources on my roster, and I don't have the resources. I don't want to be. I'm just not comfortable doing that. Yeah, high spender type. Arnold is a great. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. And he knows what he's doing. But I think a lot of Arnold's knowledge comes from playing those characters over and over and over, like from iterating. And I'm a good iterator. I'm good at iterating. The more that I iterate, the more that I learn. I'm not good at learning by reading. But I think Arnold seems to me to be more of an iterator than a reader too. I'm not saying that he can't read, and I'm not saying that for myself either. I mean, obviously, he's a lawyer and he's got degrees, and you know, he can learn by reading, and I can learn by reading too. But I'm better at doing it and playing it over and over, learning that way. And the way that Arnold plays the game by being the high spender enables him that opportunity more than I have that opportunity. And obviously, he does a great job. He's very high energy. Arnold is very high energy. And he's a great ambassador for Galaxy of Heroes. I mean, I don't know that they're, when I look at these games, and I look at Raid, Marvel Strike Force, Galaxy of Heroes, I think those are the three that you can kind of put together. And there's other games, obviously. Ooh, we're not going to win this one. There's other games, obviously, but I think those three games kind of go into the same, you know, I'm going to replay this and move my teams around. But I think those three go together, and I think out of those three games, clearly Arnold is head and shoulders the best ambassador for any one of those games. Yeah, it is what makes him fun. I'm the everyman. I am your champion farming, team building everyman. That's who I am. I like that, Sinsuna. That'll help me actually. Just understanding what your place is. Every time you understand a little bit more about what your place is, it helps you a little bit more in the game. Okay, let me, with your content creation, I'm gonna play that again. And we're gonna move this team down to there, yeah. This should do it. Yeah, that's definitely gonna do it. Bajunga. Bazinga? Bazooka? Bazooka? Do I like Five Guys? Well, that's in a vacuum where prices are the same. I don't think there's anybody that would say they like McDonald's more than Five Guys. That would be crazy. Yeah, I've been embracing that niche since I started, you know, and that's really, when you're making content, that's what you're doing. You're trying to find your niche. You're trying to find who you are, and the more you go and go and go, the more you have moments like this where it suddenly becomes visible to you. Oh, this is who I am, you know. 3 years ago, I figured out that I was the shorts guy for Galaxy of Heroes. And then about a year after that, do I have a refresh? Let's see here. Sometime after that, I figured out that I was going to be the early new gamer guy. And then, and now we're expanding even into, you know, showing how spending works in the game and how we're getting to the end game as well. So we continue to expand on what we are, but I think, you know, being the everyman, I think that is a really good way to look at it. I think it opens me up to thinking about my content in new ways. So, yeah, thanks, Sinsuna. No shocker that you had found a way to describe that. Being the right. No, I don't have any refills yet. We can use 3 glyphs, ascend a piece of gear, and use 1 charm at the forge. Okay, I can do this. Yep. Union Market, you're the definitive local expert. Nobody can contest me on that. That's it. I'm good at breaking down complex topics. What's my issue? The Dummy's Guide. I'm kind of that too. I kind of view myself as the Dummy's Guide to farming and stuff. Which way might be better? I mean, I'm not going to get this anyway. We'll go ahead and do that. I feel like I've got... That's a pretty good piece of gear. I can't ascend it. I can ascend a smaller piece of gear. What? Can't ascend that either. I've already done it. How can I tell if it's ascended? The purple stars, dummy. Yeah, I knew that. Okay, I should have known that. The purple stars, you moron. Does that count? Yep, that counts. All right, there we go. And again, I'm holding off on... I could do more upgrades here. I probably need to go do the sand, whatever, but... And glyphs, I missed glyphs here. I could do some here. I don't want to go crazy. Looks like I've already... It looked like I'd already done some glyphs there, but I don't know. Alright. Doom Tower. I need this on my pay-to-play account. I'll probably run that if we get done with this here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Does it work better with that offense or work better with the speed? I feel like the speed would work better. Am I going to see the Mandalorian? Well, yeah? That's a weird question. That's seriously, that's a weird question. What? Yes. Yes. I've seen every Star Wars movie in the theater when it came out. And I mean every Star Wars movie in the theater when it came out. I started seeing them in 1977 at the drive-thru. So, yes, I'll be watching Mando and Grogu when it comes out. As a content creator covering a Star Wars game, and I know this is Raid Shadow Legends, I am like super hoping that the movie is awesome and brings a bunch of normies into the game. That's what I'm hoping, because we have not been able to get normies into Galaxy Heroes in a long time. And because right now the Galaxy Heroes is all about, like, you know, diehard Galaxy Star Wars fans. I mean, you got Hondo and Naka. Anyway, separate discussion. But that's, you know, what, 10 months away at this point? 9 months away? It's getting closer, I guess. I love that it's coming out on May 22nd, which was the date that the original Star Wars released. Yeah, I like the speed here, staying ahead of his turn meter. Ah, we scaled the best. Almost there. Man, if I did upgrade Lemonisi's abilities, she would be an absolute crusher, but I'm just saving them, man. I'm just saving them. Keep that. Best thing here that they've done to get Normies Star Wars has been the streaming shows. Yeah, but the streaming shows just haven't been very good. I mean, the streaming shows are not getting that many views. They're not all that engaging. They've really done a poor job of putting them together, except for Andor, which I don't think has gotten all the views. Like, they can get the views with Kenobi, but they made a bad show. And Acolyte, they made a bad show. In Boba Fett, they made a bad show. And Ahsoka, I thought it was a bad show. A lot of people liked it. I don't think normies like Ahsoka. So, yeah, I just don't think they've made any good shows on there. And they should definitely slow the pace down, which it looks like they're doing. Still waiting for that Kathleen Kennedy announcement. Hey, if you have not yet downloaded Raid Shadow Legends, they are sponsoring the channel. So if you want to support the channel and play a fun and engaging champion hero collector gacha game, Raid Shadow Legends is the game for you. Use the QR code above or the QR code to my right over here, or use the link in chat. I'm about to post once again. Andor and Mando, I agree with that. Mando especially has a lot of mainstream appeal. Actually, Eagle Vision, Raid Shadow Legends offers it's a very, aside from being a champion collector and upgrading characters in a lot of different ways, it's a completely different game. I find Raid Shadow Legends and Galaxy Heroes to be polar opposite games. Raid Shadow Legends is a gacha game where you take the champions that you get, and there are legendary events where you can focus on champions, but you can't really, there's no focused farming in Raid Shadow Legends. You're not building a roster, and whether that appeals to you or not. You also can't, there's not a lot of simming. There's only sims on the raids and Raid Shadow Legends. You can auto battles, but you can't sim them very often at all. So you're actually engaged in the playing of the game a lot more throughout the day in Raid Shadow Legends. And I mean the playing and the grinding. You are engaged in the grinding. So it's very different that way. It's very different with how the teams and champions farm. And it's not a team. It's not even a team farming game either. You know, Galaxy Heroes is all about putting teams together. And yeah, you're doing that here, but you're mainly farming characters and finding where they move, and you're mixing and matching teams. You're mixing and matching to the very end. So it offers a lot that Galaxy Heroes doesn't offer to you. Absolutely. Can you hear my son out there in the other room? Okay, let's get our faction wars done. Orcs and Bannerlords. Oh my. I'm not going to spend 14 minutes on this one. I do want to do that 2 to 4 though, so we'll go here. So my son is in the other room. His school starts on Monday. It's his senior year, and he's competing in speech and debate. And he's got his partner here for duos, so like two-person scenes, and they're acting it out in the other room, and it's highly animated. Highly animated. Yeah, I do think, I don't know if Andor had a lot of appeal to normies. Mando definitely has a lot of appeal to the regular TV show viewing market. So that's why I think that the movie has a potential for being really, really good for Star Wars. And I will say, he's not always perfect, but I have a lot of faith in Jon Favreau as a movie maker. So we'll see. You just got to get back to the guts of Star Wars, you know? It's got to get, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at like breaking things down as to why they do and don't work. I just know what I like and what I don't like. And they just got to stop doing stupid stuff, like having an 8-year-old girl outrun 3 grown men when clearly they're letting her outrun them. Like, how are you filming that and trying to make that into a real thing? How are you doing that? Why is that a thing? Why are you trying to turn an 8-year-old girl into a hero for fighting off and outrunning 3 grown men? That's stupid. That's stupid stuff. Let's stop doing the stupid stuff and start making real stories. Stop having 100-pound girls beat up 250-pound men without having like special powers, and they have no superhero power. You know, let's just stop that. Can we just stop that? I'm grouchy. I'm grouchy about it. I'm excited for the potential of Mando Grogu. We'll see how it works out. I didn't even complain about Acolyte. I didn't say a word about Acolyte. Would you like me to? Well, when Acolyte started, I was kind of just meh about it. I was like, yeah, it's whatever. It's no big deal. And the more and more it progressed, it just got so unfathomably stupid. Yeah. I didn't have the sound on there, did I? I can zoom in. Look at this. I didn't know I could do this. Zooming in and zooming out. Alright, I know I can move the screen around. This is the part that you can play while you're doing other stuff at work. I probably need to run some of that purple stuff on this account too. In fact, I'm gonna load up my pay account here. And I'm gonna do that here on the side while I'm doing this. I could probably have 2 raid screens going at the same time. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That's something I should work on. I don't want to set that up right now, but I think for next Sunday's raid stream, I'm going to set that up. We're going to have both accounts running on screen at the same time. That'll be kind of fun. Won't it? I'm gonna work that out. I could actually do it right now. Hold on. I was on thinking the wrong device, but I could do this here. Okay, we're gonna have all of our dailies done here shortly. We gotta go do the Doom Tower. And I think I'm still climbing in the new Doom Tower here, so that'll take a bit too. I'm trying to find where I saw that news. Can you really not hear my son? The other room being really loud. Alright, wrapping this up. Come on, it works faster. What's up, croissant? Croissant! It's kind of funny looking back at the prequels and how upset everyone's. That is absolutely true when it comes to Star Wars. The prequels were almost universally hated by people my age and older. And I don't see that lightly. Ooh, can I do this? No, I'm amazed that this team will get this done. Wow, this team can get this done here? Alright, let's see what happens. Like, Hayden Christensen was panned, absolutely. But what you didn't really realize at the time is he's doing the voice, he's talking the way he's talking because that's how Darth Vader talks, right? So he's got to talk. So Hayden Christensen had limitations on how he could act the part. Because Darth Vader talks in a very effective way. And so Hayden had to find that. How does this team get this done? Well, that's pretty good. Well, if she throws an AoE here, they're all gonna die. No, they didn't. The last tier just all melted at that. Interesting. I don't know how removing Rey from the movie would make it a better movie. That doesn't make any sense. They should have just made Rey into something real and special and meaningful. Instead, they turned her into nothing, and then they said she's not nothing. Yeah, the sequel's problem is that it's just no consistency. It's just a fail by upper management, allowing too many crappy things to happen. You know, the thing about the original trilogy and the prequels is George Lucas was in charge of the story the entire time, even though he didn't direct Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. He was present on set all the time, making sure everything was cohesive and all went together. And even though they were making stuff up as they went, he was still on set all the time, making sure, and there was nobody that did that with the sequels. They let Rian Johnson ruin everything is really what it comes down to. And we can argue about whether J.J. Abrams did a good job with The Force Awakens or not. In hindsight, I still think The Force Awakens is an entertaining movie, although Harrison Ford is really the carry of the movie. He carries that movie, like, hard. But Rian Johnson just said, I hate that first movie and I don't care anything about it and I'm going to do whatever I want. And they let him. And they let him. And that's the problem. And it ruined, and it just blew up everything. It's hard to even blame Rise of Skywalker on them because they let the second movie get so far out of control. So I don't think there was anything they could have done in Rise of Skywalker to recover from Last Jedi. That's what I think. I actually thought Force Awakens, and talking about there were, well, Lucas had story treatments for the sequels and gave them to Disney, and Disney just threw them out the window. Yeah, who knows anymore what Kathleen Kennedy has mismanaged Star Wars to so deeply, it's hard to even say anymore what's right and wrong with it. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. I thought that Force Awakens, even though it was just a kind of a copy-paste of the original movie, which I get that 100% why that's kind of a fail. It still introduced some interesting characters and ideas that then were just completely dismissed in the second movie. The only interesting character arc throughout it is Kylo Ren. And then the whole thing at the end was stupid with the kiss and everything too there, so. Why couldn't Kylo just have healed her? I mean, if you're gonna make it a paternal relationship, not a paternal, fraternal? What's the word for not a romantic relationship? Fraternal? Platonic relationship. Yeah, they just so much poopy stuff. Disney had zero respect for the lore. They made science fiction just dumb and when Star Wars as a main culture. Yeah. I agree. I liked Force Awakens too. It's a little much. And they really never gave her anything to struggle with, and that's a problem. If they were going to do the first movie the way they did it, where, you know, she was just an OP Jedi, like, from the start or whatever, that's fine. But then make the second movie about real problems and struggles she's having, which she didn't. She was the one that was teaching Luke things. Like, she was the one saving everybody all the way through the entire series. Rey saved everybody at all points. Like, Luke Skywalker needed to be saved. Han Solo saved him. Luke Skywalker, you know, was lucky that his virtue was good enough to save the galaxy because he threw his lightsaber away. I don't know if you remember that or not. Luke Skywalker saved the galaxy through his virtue. Karina's not going very well today. We'll see if this works. Yeah, they just wasted Finn. Finn was actually they just threw him away. They established this interesting guy in the first movie who could possibly be force sensitive and then just threw him away. Like, yeah, we don't care about this guy anymore. Removed him off posters in foreign countries because he's black. I mean, just stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. Either make the movie and stand by it, and make a story and stand by it, or don't make the movie. Oh, I don't have any refills? Really? Let's play another live arena before it expires here. All that said, I'm calling Andor Season 1 and 2 and Rogue One is the Rogue One trilogy. I think that's amazing. I think that is amazing. The Andor Rogue One trilogy, peak Star Wars storytelling. Peak storytelling. Hey, Micah, what's up? Can you really not hear the boy in the other room? They're being loud. Sorry, I was distracted there. I think there'll be an Andor era next year. Well, they usually lag the shows by a year. They should do it. Hang on a second. I'd get rid of the speed, but I'm not really scared. I'm a little more worried about... Not worried about a lot of guys here. Probably he's the biggest problem. And they banned my speed, so we'll go with offense. Can you not hear that noise? That's really funny. All right, I'm gonna do this. We'll see how low they get. If I'm gonna, let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and just smack them. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. This is a romp. Auto. Just crush her. That is it Thorag? Whatever. She's pretty beefy over there. It's like 25 poisons. Just resign already. Wow. Nice. She's doing a good job. Come on, Tholin. Finish this off. What do you... Boy! Thank you. Yeah, this is like Grand... It's live arena. It's like Grand Arena. I mentioned earlier, it's more like Summoner's War, and we played this on other games as well. You know, when we tried out that, what was that game called? Had a similar thing where each player picks their teams, taking alternating turns, and when you get to the end of it, each player eliminates somebody from the other team. That's what this is. So it's like Grand Arena, but you're not putting your whole, you know, your whole roster out there to use. I guess Force Awakens 10th anniversary is coming up, isn't it? You're right, and well, it's the game's 10th anniversary too, which, same thing. You're right, the next era is going to be all about the 10th anniversary, and it could be Force Awakens. I'd love to see some more Resistance stuff in the game. And First Order, for that matter. I'm gonna kill there. I'm writing it down. I'm just gonna... This looks the same. Is this the same guy? Yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna go with a little bit of health this time. I'm gonna go with offense again, actually. Let's do that. Okay, we're going first. That's really important. Okay. And we're gonna be hurting them here. They're gonna be hurting. Yeah. Same thing as last time. Just gonna be trying to take out Morag here. How much time do I have? 1 minute 35 seconds. Let's see if we can get another one in. Hey, Steven Olson. I thought that they said SM33 and what's her name? Maskanat are going to be required. I thought that's what they said. I'm getting rid of Alice here unless something pops up that's going to make them fast. Not yet. Come on now. What are you doing there, Chief? Okay, and she's gone. You're running out our clock here. We've only got a minute left. Yeah, Seeker makes them go fast, but if I take out their only offensive weapon, it's not going to matter. Do we get to finish this battle? Okay, now Kale's going to do some work. Okay, now we do this. Let's speed everybody up. Yeah, the graphics in Raid are pretty amazing. I agree, 100%. Come on, Chief. Let's go, Holy 7. See if we can get rid of her. Not quite, that stupid shield. That's a lot of buffs, dude. That is a lot of buffs. Holy crap. Whoa, I need to get that guy up and running. I think I've got that on the roster. Let me look here. Attacks all enemies. Second percentage place freeze debuff. Use attacks higher than their defense. Okay. Places a block debuff on allies. That's not the same character. Is it? Seems like there's a lot more than that going on. It was Seer who nuked me. That's part of my problem, is I don't know what the characters do in this game. There's just a lot of characters to keep up with. And you can't even look at like a specific team. Like, it's all the characters. There we go. That'll get me where I need to be. Gotta do that this month. That's why I'm hoping for that new legendary something soon. I'm hoping for all these to do legendary for those. Okay. Last one here, Doom Tower. She has more damage per buff she strips. Alright, Mad Rust, endgame player. Self-described endgame player. What are my thoughts about the Guardian Ring? I don't know what that is. Tell me what that is. Just got cardio, high speed, high accuracy, best built or not. We'll look her up. Yeah, I take all of my stuff, I'm gonna be honest, off of Hell Hades. So I'm still learning the game, Will Dash. This is I hate to say this as a creator, but let's look up Cardiel and see. Let's look up Cardiel here and see while we're running that in the background. That looks like Adam Warlock. Literally looks like all those people. Alright, so skills are attack one enemy, heal if ready by their max HP, place a true fear debuff for 2 turns. If the target champion from Demon Spawn, Undead Hordes, or Knights Revenant, removes all debuffs from all allies, place a block debuff buff, a block debuffs buff, and a revive on death buff on all allies. The revive on death cannot be removed. Place a 30% increased crit rate buff. He's more about buffing than debuffing. Obviously, 20% less damage for champions and Demon Spawn. I mean, there is the true fear for specific factions, but the rest of this is buffing. Speed, HP, and defense. Lifesteal, speed, yeah, I'm not looking at that. This is in line with me. So you want to get speed. You want speed to apply these buffs as fast as you possibly can. Yeah, you want speed so you can apply those buffs as fast as you possibly can. That's what I think. That's what I'm looking at there. Make it tanky and fast and stone skin. Yeah, tanky and fast. Exactly. That's what we were just looking at. Anytime you got somebody that's gonna buff your team, you want tanky and fast. I would say that's almost always true. Make them go fast and make them last. So, It's definitely part of the long-term journey of this game to learn all the characters and what they do, right? Like, if you've been playing since the beginning, you're gonna know what every character does. If you haven't, or you haven't been unlocking everybody, that's a real challenge because, like with Galaxy Heroes or with Marvel Strike Force, I can look at a team and have a pretty good idea of what that team is gonna do well and what the team's gonna struggle with. In this game, it's all about the characters and knowing how the characters work because there's no real specific team dynamics, generally speaking. There's no like team leader ability, although I'm sure you put specific teams together and they work really well, but it's not, you don't have like an elf team and a dwarf team and you know, that's just not how the game works. So long-term learning process for the everyman in this game. And by the way, guys, if you do download using my code, you get you're gonna get 2 champs. You're gonna get Corrado Fox Hunter over there as your first champ, and he'll be included with my code. And then you use the code DEMONSLAYER for Tholin, Foulbeard, 2 legendary champs right off the bat. Right off the bat. Guardians Ring. Oh yes. Auto XP your characters. You know. Oh yes. I know that. I just didn't know the name of it. Yeah. You can assign faction buffs. Yeah, what do you mean, what are my thoughts about it? I use it. I can show you my Guardian's Ring when we get done with climbing the Doom Tower here. Yeah, it's more like synergy, right? Defense down, character speed up, heal, getting them. Yeah, and that's how Galaxy Heroes was for the first couple years. Then it just turned into like you build this team this way or up yours, with some small exceptions along the way. Yeah. So our auto climb's got 3 battles left here. Oh, we lost Katoon there, huh? Yeah, it's a completely different game, Zach. We were talking about that earlier, and I've talked about that a lot. Somebody asked if this offers anything that Galaxy Heroes does, and I'm like, yeah, it's a completely different game. Not only in the characters you play with, but it's a gacha game. So you grab what you get, and then you figure out a way to play with it. As opposed to Galaxy Heroes, which is a directed, planned-out farming path type of game, which isn't very common. Even Marvel Strike Force has a pretty heavy, I mean, you're building teams there, but it has a pretty heavy gacha mechanic to it for farming. But yeah, this is a gacha game where you get the characters you get, and then you build the teams that you can build with the characters that you get. Very different mechanics as far as unlocking characters. try it out, Turtle Man. I got, you know, that's the thing on our channel, is this channel is all about you getting started. I am the everyman. We're learning that today. I'm the guy that can plan out the farming and know how to draft. I mean, if you wanna play Galaxy Heroes, watch some videos on the channel from our beginner's guide and farming guides, perfect farming guide. You're gonna learn a lot about that game, and you can get into playing that game, and then you can be here and teaching me about Raid, so I can learn how to play Raid. We can work together. We will be an unstoppable force together. Together, we will be an unstoppable force. Sorry. I would agree. The gacha mechanic is much more common than the focused, directed team building mechanic in a game, for sure. I agree with that. Alright, there we go. Let's get back and use our silk. Can I do this? I'm not getting that. I'm not gonna try. Well, we can try, I guess. This is not happening. No way, this is not happening. Glad I could help out, Anakin. Hopefully I can keep you as we go. Nah, this isn't happening. There's no damage on my team.
What? No damage?
Yeah, I didn't think I could. That's where I need to build the deeper roster. Let's see if we can do this one. Let's try it out. Maybe you need to put Bambus in there. We'll see. Oh yeah, we're gonna smoke this. We'll see what happens in the final tier. I think we got this smoked. We'll do it 10 times and get out. And we'll go take a look at our, I forgot it already. Our Guardian Ring here and see what's going on there. NOOCH2GUD Everyman. That's not a bad idea. I don't think I've seen this boss before. I don't think this is gonna work. We need Tagwar to do some reviving here on a few characters. And that's not going to happen because Tagwar is just about dead. And now dead. Officially. What's Kale doing over there? Or who is that over there? That character is dead. Let's try one more route here. Let's try it this way. Try that. Galaxy's only got two characters and not playing in part because of the fault of you-know-who. I have no idea who you-know-who is. What? And Galaxy Heroes is not a gacha game. It's not. You played Raid once, got your monkey loaf, and didn't quit because I was satisfied with the monkey. Okay. If you say so. That's hilarious. We'll see if Bambus helps us here. And all the extra health too. We'll see. Maybe I need to manage this. I don't really want to manage this for 10 battles. I really don't. You gotta take out those minions keep reviving. And then, wait a minute, my Lebanese goes where she's no health, a bunch of shield, but I don't think she died. What's going on? That's a glitch. That's glitching out on my Lebanese over there. Do I need to drop her from this battle because she's glitching? You need to revive like yesterday. Nope. What's going on over there? Let's try something. I don't feel like this is out of reach. Let's see what happens if Kale is over there. Yeah, I don't recall seeing that boss before. I don't know if it's a new boss. I mean, there's a lot of things I haven't seen, so... Let's watch and see if either Lemonese or Kale over here on the right just suddenly goes to 0 health and full protection without getting hit. Kale just died. I don't think I can beat this. Now I'm feared. Tagwar's ability block. Now not, but now gone. No, they happened to Bambus this time. It must be some mechanic with that team where they take... Wow, I'm out. I'm out. We're not getting that done. I'm gonna have to go back down to here and do this. Yeah, I get the bandwidth thing, Vinian. Trust me, if there's anything going on in my life right now, I've got some bandwidth issues with playing multiple games. I just have to find ways to manage them so I can be here for you guys. Like, the level of difficulty here is significantly different from one of these tiers to the other. Yeah, Raid, we were talking about earlier, you could literally play Raid for probably 12 to 15 hours a day if you really wanted to. And longer if you really wanted to. You could grind the living bejeebers out of this game. What's with the slimy wings there? Sounds like it would ruin your marriage. It might. Yeah, if it's gonna, then don't play it. I would not encourage anybody to start playing a game that would ruin their marriage. You should prioritize your marriage. Just a heads up. if playing a game or drinking a beverage or whatever is going to ruin your marriage, you know, I mean, depending on, some marriages probably need to be ruined, but not most of them should. Most marriages you should strive to keep together, right? If you're in a marriage that is one that should be maintained, then yeah, don't go blowing it up. Don't go blowing it up. Forge of Empires, I don't know. I love Clash Royale, that's a great game. I don't know Forge of Empires. I think I've heard of that. Let me look it up here. Looks like it's kind of like a Civ game. Is it like a Civ or, what was that game called? It wasn't God of War, it was... They got a bunch of celebrities to advertise for it. What was that game called? Well, it looks like Forge of Empires is like a city builder game that you do it over time. You build your city. You probably go out on raids and you get food and you get wood and you get stone and you come back and build your city and you advance from the Middle Ages to the Roman Empire. That's backwards. You know what I'm saying? Your city is called the Smurf Empire. Well, there you go. Yep, I got it. I have not played a game like that in a long time. There was a game called, and I'm trying to remember the name of the game. It was a city builder that was a vertical game, and I tried it. And I was playing a game called Empire Z at the time, which was a city builder zombie game that was on your phone. It was horizontal, which was a pretty good game. And then there was one that was like God of War, or I can't remember what it's called. But like they literally had, what's her name? That's swimsuit model girl. I can't remember her name. Doing the ads for it, and a couple other hot, you know, gorgeous women doing ads for it, walking around in metal bikinis and stuff. But yeah, I haven't played a game like that in a long time. Because what happens is, if you're not the biggest spender in those types of games, God of War, I don't know if it was called God of War. I don't think that's what it was called. But in those kinds of games, basically, you'd have one player on every server who was spending $10,000 a month on the game, and they would just go destroy everybody from time to time to have fun. And it's like, what kind of fun is this game where I'm building up everything I've got to build my city, I've got my resources, I've got my soldiers, and then once a month or more, the big guy in the server just wipes the entire server out. Down to the bottom, down to the bones. It's like, well, what are we doing this for then? And those just weren't well-built games. That's not how a game should work, and it shouldn't be motivated by that. And I imagine those games are all, I don't know, does Empire Z still exist? I doubt it. Looks like it's still out there. Well, the Empire Z subreddit has one follower, and that is the game. The last post was 6 years ago, 8 years ago. I don't think this game's still active. Oh, look, I got another legendary tome. Cool. And again, I could use that for my Lemonisi, but I'm not. I'm saving it for whatever legendary character I farm next. We'll see what happens. I'm holding on to that. Alright, let's look at my Guardian Ring. We were talking about that earlier. So, for my faction Guardians, I've definitely got a bunch of these rares in there, but, I mean, they only upgrade rare characters, right? Assign duplicate champions to Banner, Guardians boost the faction stats. Guardians boost the stats of all champions of the same rarity in their faction. Well, am I going to get a lot of rare Bannerlords? And I do have my Kale, who is in my game right now, and I've got that fully upgraded for Kale. As far as any other, I don't have any duplicate, epic, or legendary champions yet. None. None. Yeah, it looks like that Empire Z game is dead. Yeah, that game's dead. And I'm not. It's been up, you know. It's not God of War, the other game. Empire at War. I don't know what it was called. This I don't have, obviously, because I don't have any duplicate of those champions. I don't have any legend. I don't have any of this stuff. None of that stuff is there for me. So mostly I'm just sitting here upgrading one champ. I'm not going to pay Chris gems right now to unlock that. So yeah, here we go. Can I play some more arena right now? People are putting some teams out here, man, making it hard for me. Galaxy is laggy on mobile? I've never had it. I've never had that issue. Unless something's going on with the game, I've never had Galaxy Heroes lag on mobile. Marvel Strike Force is the laggiest of lags. That game lags like crazy, but I've never had that experience with Galaxy Heroes. So I'm feared, I'm dead. I need to get me an AoE feared champ. Good lord. I assume it's this guy over here. Well, Tagor, can you? Nope, we're feared again. I wouldn't say I've never experienced lag with Galaxy Heroes, but I don't think it's not an ongoing feature. Nope. Alright. Hang on a second. I'm gonna man it. Let me see if anybody out here that I can. Maybe this team, but it's just not going well right now. My arena's not going well. Let me try this again. Okay, we'll do this. They're all... See, now, I can't damage anybody. I can't do any damage, and they're about to fear me. It's a pretty good team combo there. I'm just gonna stack some offense right now. Okay. Jeez. Still damage immune. Okay. This is probably gonna fail, right? Yep. It's a 50% chance, right? Okay. Come on, guys. You gotta do something here. Nope. Well, if he's just feared the whole time, then there's nothing I can do. I can't do anything against this team. So, again, I need, like, buff blockers, buff removers, that kind of stuff, and I don't have it. No, fear is when a champion with a fear debuff attempts to use a skill, there's a 50% chance the skill will not activate and the champion will lose their turn. True fear attempts to use a skill, there's a 50% chance it will not activate and the champion will lose their turn. The skill they attempted will go on cooldown. So, yeah. No, I can't function against the team. I need, like, buff removers and or buff immunity stuff more on my roster than I have it right now. Actually, is Lemonisi doing that? Well, that does. Yeah, we're toast. Just get out of this. Alright, guys. We're going to wrap it up for today, everybody. If you have not yet downloaded Raid Shadow Legends, I would encourage you to do so using the link in the description, the QR code on the screen, or the link I'm about to post right here, link in the pinned message. You can download Raid Shadow Legends today and make your family a happier family, and that's what we all want, don't we? Don't we all want happy families? Raid Shadow Legends makes your family happy, makes you happy, delivers cookies to your doorstep. It'll all be there shortly. Download the game. They're sponsoring the channel. Thanks to Raid Shadow Legends and Plarium for sponsoring this channel. I'll be back later today with some Galaxy Heroes. We are getting close to Kyber 1 in that game. Everybody, let's see if we can raid somebody out there. We got a few viewers. If we could raid somebody and have some fun, let's find out. Nobody's playing Galaxy Heroes. Sunday's Raid Shenanigans. All right, we'll do that. All right, there's another raid there. And let's see here. All right, we're gonna raid folks on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure to go follow those streams and see what's going on with the game. Get our name out there, advertise us. Guys, thanks for joining me. I will see you later this afternoon/evening. Have a good day. Talk to you soon. Always remember, NOOCH2GUD.